That's my impression of Ichio in what will probably be the next episode. Well. Look who's back, crawling on their feet, wearing nothing but their underwear and their bra.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
I can sense the smugness in Ichio off screen, and I'm not here for it. But you know what we are?
Ichio has nothing to like gloat about or to fucking like, be like, oh yeah, I so told you. I'm like, bro, you're trying to tell the world that a fictional crime syndicate, a fictional crime organization that was once part of the Nazi Reich actually exists in modern day.
Mm-hmm.
That's like someone saying that Cobra actually exists in the modern day.
I mean, if you've watched ESPN 8 The Ocho, I'm just messing with you.
I mean, the thing is that Ichio cannot. I mean, like the more people that know, the better, obviously. But yeah, I was more impressed with what Futaba did in this episode. I didn't even think about Ichio at all. Because besides Tojima, Futaba has been the only one that actually, took on an actual kaijin and has lived to tell the tale.
Oh, absolutely.
Yes, Ruriko did fight, but she didn't really do much.
No. She did a decent job against the grunts.
Yes, but when it came down to the kaijin, yeah, that's Mitsuba and Eucharist, obviously not.
Mm-hmm.
And it is a thing that a little bit of truth was dropped, which again a lot of people kind of have asked. Like, why would someone subject themselves to become something like that? Like, why? And it's actually been a running gag in many other shows, that reference to a Kamen Rider or to the original Ichigo. And I think Naruto, Bleach. I know several shonen shows have referenced it. Like, why the hell would you willingly make yourself into a monster? What was like, why did you give up your human form to become that?
Well, in the words of Cold Rain, bloody power and fame.
And again, it's been referenced in other shows. It's like, wait. So you're telling me, oh yeah, you're getting a promotion to become the next step in our organization, which is we're gonna genetically alter your body and make you into some giant, make you into some giant gorilla hybrid,
basically,
or a cockroach. You really don't get a choice in the matter. It's more like, yeah, we just kind of spun the wheel and that's where it landed. We can't have just all a bunch of like Batman or Spider-Man running around. Marvel would sue us.
Mm-hmm.
We got to start making other references to other properties. Okay. But yeah, why would you want to be turned into a kaijin?
Because it comes with power, but no responsibility.
I don't know, because again, we've seen in the original Ichigo how these kaijins are, and it's like, how did you get to this point? And also, how have you, like, if you're screwing up this majorly, how the hell did you get even the honor of being turned into this?
Wouldn't we all like to know?
I mean, it's the honor, right? It's the honor. Like, oh yeah, no, join. join Cobra, join the Foot Clan, join whatever evil organization. It's the honor of you being that. That's the reward.
Yeah, and you think you're talking big game, but remember,
You've beaten me at my own game.
Don't flatter yourself. You were never even a player.
yeah.
I mean, think about it. In all honesty, I mean, I'm talking about like legitimately. You think Cobra Commander? You think like the Shredder is able to go toe to toe with one of their mutant creations?
Probably not. But I will say this though. God, I'm trying to remember what I was going to say. But yeah, no, it's like I remember one of my off topic, but I remember one of my favorite Star Wars comics. There's like a segment which had recruitment posters for the Empire. You even have like hot ladies in stormtrooper outfits saying like see the visit the galaxy or your empire needs you and stuff like that.
Yeah, I have seen those.
Yeah. So yeah, no, it's like they'll use anything to make something that sound more appealing than it really is, and that's how they get you.
It always is, isn't it?
It always is.
But spicy. Yeah. If I had the choice of what I would be turned into, okay, that's a perk. But if it's
I don't think that one. I don't think Angelo over there from Morio had a choice in becoming a mushroom guy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Anyway, why are we here?
Well, obviously, we're here to discuss episode 14 of Tojima Tanzaburo Wants to Be a Kamen Rider. I want to learn more about humans, which is a title that honestly doesn't really make much sense if you think about it, because who's even the person asking that question?
It's pretty much like it's a question that will not be answered here, but it's like will be answered within the next couple of episodes.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's just kind of the rising action. Like, wait, who wants to learn more about people?
Yeah. It's like, are you talking about Batman? Are you talking about Spider-Man? Definitely not Scorpion Man. He's not even in here.
It really, we are already 14 episodes in.
Mm-hmm.
And so far, we have no actual, like, structural or physical, like,
Overarching story.
Origin story for this. I mean, we know the origin stories of our main cast. We know that. But what we don't know is what the fuck is going on. Like, oh yeah, no, a bunch of Shocker grunts or a bunch of people posing as Shocker and whatnot. Okay, all right. But then we find out that the Kaijin are actually real. And they have been around for years. Decades.
Mm-hmm.
Not that one. But it's like, what exactly are you guys doing?
Yeah.
What exactly is the motivation here within Shocker or just between the two of you? Because
based on dialogue, it really sounds like they haven't really even made any efforts to take over the world yet. They're planning on doing it in the foreseeable future, but they didn't even begin to do it.
It seems like the theme from Kamen Rider the first, in terms of like, yeah, no, Shocker does exist, but it is strictly a crime syndicate within the parameters of Japan.
Mhm.
It has somewhat successfully infiltrated the mainland of China in certain areas, but so far, like, they're just dealing with just, crime, embezzlement, pretty much just typical, like, organized crime stuff. It's
Yeah.
almost like if Shocker itself said, screw the Nazi themes and world domination, we're gonna be just a bunch of like thugs, but we're gonna be a bunch of smart thugs. Because we have, I guess, like scientists and people behind us who are, using gene splicing and manipulation to enhance the human body, but then turning them into these warp abominations that walk the earth.
Yeah.
That's what it seems so far, or that's what the hint is getting at, because we have not really seen much other than just the Yakuza theme with the Spider-Man.
Mhm.
Like going around and just being an enforcer, an assassin, like that was so what is your mission? What is your purpose for being here? And why are you guys like why? Why? We don't really know.
To take over the world. But, on the upside, if you're going to talk about world conquest, at least it doesn't involve the use of
We'll
squirrels.
have to re-destabilize their economy, refocus labor class outrage from upper to middle, foster a coup, and install a compliant regime.
Same as Guatemala?
Yes, but you can double time it.
We need a quorum to pick a new pope in case the Exxon Monsanto thing falls through in Africa.
Why not use chemtrails? Put a canopy on Uganda. They're set to agitate any What?
That kid is watching us.
So, we're squirrels.
Yeah, those darn squirrels again.
Them squirrels.
Mm-hmm.
What was something recent that had involved squirrels recently? There's something I was like, I just remembered.
I don't know, but anything involving squirrels is probably not good.
That's where it's gonna come to me later. But yeah, that is my question so far. We are 14 episodes in, and yet we don't know what exactly is going on here.
Mm-hmm.
I did look into the manga, and I did like, yeah, it itself was like, again, referencing the comic, but a lot of it was like kind of parodies of Ichigo and whatnot. So I'm like, well, I haven't found any scans. So are you telling me that the anime is its own original thing, separate from the manga?
I wouldn't know because I haven't read the manga. But believe me, to the US, I would have.
That's the thing that apparently some people online have been saying and have been talking, that apparently the anime is its own original thing compared to the actual source material. But I don't know, because I haven't found any scans. I haven't found anything or anything translated, so I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, so far, we have had a couple bombs drop and a couple of things that does entice the people to keep watching. We had the whole reveal with Eucharist that she's a combatant. We've had Ruriko defeat everyone in the group and kick their ass. Well, now we have Futaba, which, again, this is a very interesting situation because now Futaba is the main character here.
Effectively.
She is the main character in this episode.
I mean, she's got a heart, she's got style, she's got grace, she's a lady.
It's like Tojima. We haven't seen Tojima for almost 2-3 episodes. He's just kind of been in the background, kind of.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But that is actually a wonderful thing. It's not always to focus so much on a character. That kind of gets boring after a while. It's more so that, hey, all these characters have stories. Yeah, I want to know more about them. And since we did find out that Futaba actually was trained in the sport of masked wrestling, that's actually very interesting.
Yeah.
That's actually very interesting. Okay. I get the Tiger Mask reference. We have the Air Master reference, but it's like, so Tojima is just a brawler. So is Inichi. Both Mitsuba and Ruriko are kind of like defensive fighters, like in Akio
and he's a gadget master.
Yeah. Futaba, I was like, okay, what? Like, how could she kick Inichi's ass? How is that? Well, yeah, so she trained in wrestling moves. I guess it's also another brawler technique, but she is actually able and physically. Where her brother, I think, just copies whatever the fuck he saw in B3 and has just over the years mastered the movements. You know. But yeah. We pick up where we left off last week. Our mysterious Spider-Man has come to kill Tiger Master.
Or so we thought.
Or so we believed. You know? Futaba, after fangirling for finding the mask, she decides to impersonate her master and then go and take this guy on by herself. Which
not the
smartest thing to do, because you have no idea what this guy's gonna do, what's gonna happen.
Not to mention she was perving in the previous episode,
but she did call herself out though.
Yes, at least she did call herself out. I will give her credit for that.
Yeah, she did kind of like, what the fuck am I doing? I'm like, honey, it's not. It's fine. It's fine.
Worst thing.
It's not the worst thing you could have done. But yeah, we do get a confrontation because obviously she knows that, yeah, they're here to kill her master, here to do something to her. And it's like, I am so-and-so and I'm going to kick your ass and blah, blah. Obviously, our spider doesn't know this. He just, I found the woman with the mask, so... And a brawl does ensue. She actually does kick his ass.
Yeah, she does. She does hold her own briefly, but hold her own nonetheless. But
she does get slammed around a few times. But amazing resilience. Gets slammed into a wall, she gets back up. Gets slammed into a garage, still gets up. She manages to do a spinning kick, which like literally landed one in his face, and she tore his face off.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm like, so we believed, because basically it's kind of like Hugo Weaving from First Avenger.
Yeah. He just takes off the mask and just reveals what he looks like underneath, which I'm like, all right.
I mean, it's a much better reveal than what we got with the Great Leader, where it's like, oh, we take this hood off and he's like a giant ball of snakes. But then you take that off and he's like just a regular eyeball. You take that off and it's skeleton.
That my whole thing with that was, well, I already said what I said about the Great Leader. It's like, you know what, these whole like these with the Great Leader, or even like, Lord Dark or whomever. It's like, or even in Black when they showed us the Creation King. I'm like, look, a disembodied or a body part is not. I mean, it's a great idea. Don't get me wrong. There have been many villains, many times that like. So wait, you're telling me that the villain is just a brain? It's just this in a jar? It's like, yeah. Yes, it is.
I mean, when you think about it, that's basically what Omni is in SPD.
Yeah, so it's like, okay, all right. And you're like, all right. That's not, but the fact of the matter is that how many masks are we going to take off until we finally realize who or what we're dealing with, you know?
Yeah, no, it's like that episode of Johnny Bravo where he teams up with Scooby Doo.
Yeah,
And when they finally find the ghost farmer, it's like Old Man Jenkins, whoosh, Larry the Hypnotist, whoosh, Ronald Reagan, whoosh, some other person.
I remember.
Okay, enough with the masks. It's like Aunt Jezebel.
I remember, like, again with the Great Leader, even with Lord Dark, it's like, you know, it would have made more sense if it was a rogue AI or something. Why, like, you destroy it and then you reveal like it's just this thing. This, like, what is that? It was the professor who went mysteriously disappeared by his own fault.
Mm-hmm.
So instead of getting help, he decided to create an organization to conquer the world for his own blunders. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. How is this intimidating, or how is this like, oh my god, compared to the Kaijin?
Yeah,
Like,
no. I feel like if all the Kaijin teamed up, they really could have, defeated Great Leader.
Yeah, but they just, again, they don't have that. They've all been conditioned to listen to the Great Leader. So I kind of wonder where are we going with Tojima in terms of, like, okay, I'm hoping that there's actually something here. Let's see, where were we? So yeah,
Futaba tries to make a run for it, and she's slowly failing at it because the dude can fire webs. Why is he not firing those poisonous darts that turn people into boa juice? Your guess is as good as mine.
I want to say that honestly, Futaba is very athletic. She was able to run away, but running up off of window balconies and whatnot, the fight winds up on top of a roof, which again, revealing the spider and what I'm like, yeah, no, honey, you did see that. You did.
It's funny. So when she tries to jump from that one rooftop to the other, it's really funny because you have iconic anime scenes like from Escaflowne where Hitomi needs to like clear that one gap that's like, I don't know, 11 feet in the English dub. I don't know how long it is in the Japanese dub, but like basically it's like, I don't know if I could clear that much of a distance because my PR was something shorter than that. I actually makes it like a running start and it like clears across in order to save Vaughn. Like that was an iconic scene, but it's even like dramatic, even like slow motions while she's like over the gap. But then like here, it's like it's exactly what you would expect. It's like you get a little bit of height and then plunge straight downward. It's like you didn't even do the whole like Wile E. Coyote thing where like he pauses midway and like then notices that he's over a gap and then like whoop whoop. No, she just goes straight for the drop.
Well, that's after she found out of like, oh my god, everything that my stupid brother has said is actually true.
Yeah.
Figuring out that, Shocker does exist. Shocker is real. It's like the, again, no pun intended, but the shock of that to realize that, like, that my dorky weeboo filth of a brother was right. That Shocker, a fictional crime organization, is legitimately real.
Mm-hmm.
And again, it's like, no, he must be in cosplay. No, darling, he's been spitting webs out of his mouth. He actually jumped clearly up to the ceiling, up to the roof, and caught you. and he was about to kill you. Not really, but he was about to make you into a shocker grunt.
Not even Shocker Grunt. He was planning on making her a full kaijin.
He was very close. He was very close.
Yeah, luckily she knows the power of stripping.
He was able, again, it's one of those things like, wait, how that this is not fan service at all. It has actually been done many a times in different shows where that, like, you know, oh, wait, how did she get out? Why is she in her underwear? It's because she wears baggy clothes.
And sometimes, like when your baggy clothes get caught in a spider's web, you take those clothes off in order to escape the spider's web. There's an actual movie where Jackie Chan has that one fight on that fly trap. No, sorry, not fly trap, fly paper. And like every step you make matters because anything that touches the floor is permanently stuck to the floor.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. There's even a part that one, if I recall, it was an Indian woman. She loses part of her clothing because of this. Because some of her clothes get trapped in the fly paper. But the point being is, you know, it's like sometimes, you know, you got to do that genjutsu thing where you replace yourself with the log, except the log is your own clothing.
The one such reference that pops up into my head with what Futaba did is exactly what oh my god, what's her name?
Wait, isn't that one girl from Fire Force?
No, not. I have not fully seen Fire Force. I barely have scratched Fire Force. Shizuku from the Phantom Troop in Hunter x Hunter.
Yes, I remember that when she was fighting that one spider dude, and like she basically has to like lose her clothes in order to like use her vacuum cleaner.
She used her baggy clothes and her vacuum to get caught in the web, but she didn't. It was enough that there was enough leeway for her to actually squeeze out and not to get caught. But which was causing, like, you know, fan service, quote unquote. And I'm like, there was no fan service, just like there is no fan service in this situation. Yes, she is in her underwear. Yes, she is, but she used it tactically to get out, to escape a near fatal trap. So ask yourself, it's like, don't rag on the girls that wear the baggy clothes. They could easily escape someone if they wanted to. It's like when you're wearing tight knit, like skin clad clothing. It's not because whatever. No, you have no way of getting out unless you want to destroy the outfit.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, our girl Futaba did do a jump and trying to escape, but she wound up falling, I want to say 3 or 4 stories down in front of people, only to shout to the heavens that Shocker does exist.
Yeah.
Like a crazy person, people look at her like, what do you mean? And why are you naked and wearing a tiger mask? That's a very good question.
Yeah. So no, Mitsuba and Yukaris were like having a date night, a surprisingly healthy date night. Because I don't trust these two to be in a room by themselves. Let's be honest. Even after getting married. But the mood is ruined because this woman in a tiger mask in her bra and panties is outside the door. It's like, I didn't order a stripper.
Yeah,
Did you order a stripper?
That's kind of strange that again, big sis is in front of my apartment
Mhm.
in nothing but in panties and her bra. As of like, wait, what happened? What's going on? And again, shouts to Mitsuba and everyone else that Shocker does exist.
Mhm.
She is traumatized. She is in just a shock that such a thing actually is real and that her brother was actually right. It's a lot to take in. It really is. It's a lot to take in. The fact that Ichio is right, that ain't right.
Mhm.
Oh,
Yeah.
but yeah, the surprises will not stop because after a while, getting her some clothes and whatnot, Eucharist decides to reveal herself to our dear sweet Futaba. It's not what she was hoping. Like, I'm like, baby girl, she just had a run-in with our soul Spider-Man. She does not need to see you go into a leotard with purple and burgundy accents.
Yeah.
It really is but of course Mitsuba tries to like bring it down. It's like no. She's not like the rest of them. She's actually good. She's my wife, remember? Yeah. That is very true. She is your wife. Okay, I'm gonna chill. But it's like, wait, so you bumped into the Spider-Man? Yes. And you fought him and escaped? Yes. It's like, how did you escape? There's no way you could have. It's like, I just did. And the fucking creep was like, in all honesty, he wasn't gonna kill me. He said something about taking me and doing something and making me into something like him. Which yeah, again, this is where this trope kind of again proper for it to be, but it's like, wait, what? So Eucharist like dumps on everyone that yeah, wait. They were gonna skip you from being a grunt to being a kaijin? Like, why? Why you? Like so many people within the organization like have worked so hard to just get that honor and they're gonna give it to you? Like that's the dream of every shocker grunt to be a kaijin.
But then she saves us. I may be a shocker combatant, but I want to be Mitsuba's shocker wifey. I'm like, it's like saying I may be a Nazi, but I more so want to be his Nazi wife. I'm like, adding that Nazi modifier is not really helping your case.
No, it's more like if you want to say being a Nazi wife, but your husband is of the Judaism religion,
Or ethnicity.
or something like that. Like
Yeah.
that's just like, wait, what? They're like, yeah.
Yeah, but
Um,
that most Jews would not
No,
date
I know.
someone
I know.
knowingly.
No, I know.
It's like it's very unkosher.
My-
Or for some of you in other faiths, it's very haram.
A friend of mine, and I'm not gonna drop names or anything, actually did tell me recently that she had to break off a date because I kid you not, don't ever bring this up on a date, people. But when someone asks you what your interests are, what your hobbies are, and they mention that right now they're obsessed with adults, like just the biography and the history and whatnot. I'm like, You're trying to get laid, right?
Yeah, like
This is not gonna do
it.
it.
What does it say?
And again, let me put more sugar on the cream. My lady friend is Jewish.
That's even worse. Oh, there was one episode of what's it called? Of the nanny when she's dancing with this guy at a Halloween party, but he had this like black hair dye that was still wet or something. So she accidentally ran her hand around his head along the side, and then she accidentally touched his mid-sagittal labia. So now he kind of looks like a certain Austrian asteroida, as we like to refer to it. So she's like, no, I'm not. No, we're done here. It's kind of interesting. Like when you become such such an asshole on such a historical level that it's more socially acceptable to read literature that humanizes Satan than literature that humanizes Hitler.
Yeah, isn't it kind of crazy right now how? Well, I've always kind of, because again, that's just me, my weirdness. But I've never seen so much as of right now people trying to humanize and justify what Morningstar has done or what he has done in comparison to most like people. I'm like, no, I understand and I get it, and it's fine to speak of that in an intellectual kind of setting, right? But on a date.
Yeah, no, but see, like for example, like if you were discussing like Mikhail Bulgakov's novels, the whole point is that he's criticizing Soviet society from the 1930s, and in the case of Master and Margarita, it's like like basically portrays Lucifer or Walland as he's referred to in the story. Not as an agent of destruction, but rather a consequence of human behavior. See, the criticism is against human behavior. It's like you act high and mighty, but you're so greedy, you grab random piece of paper if you believe that it's money. You'll wear what you think is fancy clothes when it's really rags. If you're tricked into believing that, you will sell out your best friends if it will if you believe it will raise your social status.
I am aware of the arguments and the work. I personally just came through it through my own reading of said scriptures, but that's on me. No one else put it onto me about like, oh yeah, but it's kind of crazy how they have been more so now, which I'm like, guys, humans should not dabble in such things. And don't try to make it so vanilla. It's not. It's not.
I remember there was recently a controversy where like someone tried to make vanilla the freaking Holocaust to their autistic daughter. I'm like, this is not only racist, but also very ableist. Because you're drawing the assumption that your daughter cannot handle nuanced conversation about historical tragedies.
Anyway, let's see, where were we?
It's like, so are you gonna apologize to your brother? Hell no. Like he may be right, but I'm not gonna let him get away with destroying my restaurants.
No, you don't. Like seriously, don't. Like Futaba, don't. But again, so you're telling me that so he was right about everything? Yeah, it's all true. So
yeah, even Grandma and Grandpa, killed by Batman.
The story about Grandma and Grandpa, it's like again, it wasn't just Ichio, it was also Mitsuba who told you. Now, again, the only bullshit is because Mitsuba gets social cues. Ichio doesn't. So yeah, no, it is a thing. It is true, and you just saw my wife turn into a Nazi waifu right now. So this is not we have not been joking. The people that have come with us to your restaurant, we're not joking when this is actually happening. She looks defeated, but in a way, it's like, you know what? This is just a lot to take in.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's just like if any situation, like take any science fiction situation and make it real, and then you experiencing said situation. It's like there's no way. There's no way. It's a movie. It's a film. It's a book. There's no. The Death Eaters are real. The Terminators are real. You know this.
Yeah, the Ed 9000s are real.
You know, all that stuff. It's real. It's like no.
The birds from Birds are real.
No, they're all drones. What are you talking about? Anyway, yeah, we also
know that we don't know that Shocker Cabans don't know if there are that many kaijin.
No, they don't know. They just know about these two because that just happens to be it. Like,
and it just so happens that earlier, like while Spider-Man was pursuing Futuba, he stopped by Batman. Was like, "Bro, what are you doing? You let her get away. Besides, you need to be less picky with your candidates. Like we need numbers, dude." And honestly, like manipulating people through idol groups is one of the best ways to do it. And, you know, it's from this conversation that starts to make more sense as to, like, why Shocker went through a downhill decline.
Look, the thing is with, and yeah, you're right. There was a confrontation between the Spider and Bat. And the thing is that, you know what? This is why we had Scorpion Man fail all those years ago.
Yeah.
Okay. You grunt, fine, whatever, do whatever you want. The characters that we've had for both these two, the Spider-Man and the Batman, really are their own individual selves.
Yeah.
Because, you know, like, oh well, why hasn't the Spider-Man done that? Like, you know, why hasn't he made more Shocker grunts or whatever? Yeah, he's just very picky about who he chooses. He wants quality over quantity.
Yeah.
Which that's an original motto of Shocker, because we want the best of the best to be within our ranks. Not like later episodes where they just picked any freaking pickpocket or small time crook to be a kaijin. Like, what does that achieve? Nothing. But of course, it makes the Batman look like a perv because he's just been making female combatants. We did see him with what's her face like a couple episodes back. I'm like, so what's up? So what's up with that? So you only make female combatants?
Mm-hmm.
Like that's your thing? So you're a big pervert.
By using it idol groups, no less.
Yeah, idol groups to do it. So it's like, okay, no, I get it, because this does fit within a Kamen Rider episode of using like something popular to gain the masses and then do that. You know.
So what you're saying is Ichigo did something right that Black didn't.
Yeah, because how many times did we see in Ichigo that they were using amusement parks, like even celebrities, or like
like that one wrestler dude.
Yeah, and they were like, "Oh yeah, no, they're using the crowds and doing that, and then causing terror, like the act, or getting more combatants." I'm like, yeah, here. So I mean, yeah, it's sleazy. It's sleazy. It's not pervy. It's sleazy. That's what it is. Mm-hmm. You're literally, but the thing is, Batman, you're taking girls that couldn't even lift a jug of milk over their head.
Yeah, I remember like that one Green Beret dude said that like, hey, like it only multiplies like your athletic ability that you've already had. So yeah, even becoming a shocker combatant, you got nothing on me. In other words, it's like that one Schwarzenegger movie where he's like, I'm a Green Beret. Yeah, well, I eat Green Berets for breakfast, and I'm very hungry.
Yeah, again, it's like, so yeah, get a bunch of women, make them, recruit the people. But you're again, if you're just doubling a human's abilities by 2, well, if this girl couldn't even lift a jug of milk, well, now she can. And that's not really anything impressive.
No, it's not.
Now, when it comes also to the male combatants, it's like we're seeing businessmen, we're seeing just regular, like, everyday people, like no one of athletic, like obviously back in the flashbacks, yeah, we see like military types or something. Here we're just seeing like regular people off the street. So it's like, yeah, you may have numbers, but this is
But do you
nothing.
have quality?
Yeah, it's like, yeah, you got a lot of guns, but are they good guns? Are they reliable?
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't really help when you got a vast quantity but no skill and no actual proper tactics to use it. You know? So I get
or just general skills.
Yeah, I get Spider-Man's train of thought. I get it. But at the same time, it's like, yeah, guys, it's only you guys. And remember, Spider-Man, you killed a good portion of them recently. And we also have our Dommy Mommy Muscle Girl going around and like beating up other combatants who are not doing their jobs.
Yep.
So is it the supply or is it the demand? Seriously, like, so I think you need to really assess yourself, Batman, of who it is you're choosing to be Shocker Grunt.
Yeah.
I know. You'll accept anybody, but still, that doesn't mean jack if you don't train them.
Yeah.
So, yeah. That was the first half of our episode.
Yeah, second half is actually very bizarre.
Second half, this is where we kind of I kind of asked myself, are we watching the same show?
Yeah, I was confused because like even watching like the preview for this episode last week, I'm like, wait, did Futaba become fat? Is this homegirl from Airmaster? Like who's this fat lady wearing the exact same costume that Futaba was wearing?
Hang on, we can't.
Is this a flashback?
Fat. We can't say fat on this channel.
Okay,
but we
chubby, plus size.
I know. There's chubby. There's plus size.
Metabolically delayed.
As a friend of mine always says, I'm pleasantly plump. I'm like, okay, I get it, but can we boil it down to the? I mean, us guys, we say it.
Aya as fluffy.
Yeah, we is fluffy. There's like, how much of that fluff is actually down and how much of that is actually your body? I'll never tell.
Yeah.
Anyway, so yes, we see a rather fluffy girl
who has a penchant for Odin.
It's ramen, actually.
Oh, was it ramen?
It's ramen. Yeah. I know.
Yeah,
I know.
Usually, like when it comes to Kamen Rider shows, they tend to gravitate towards Odin. So it's kind of weird that
I have noticed that. Like, I did notice, like, okay, what is up with the Odin? Like, yeah, no. Apparently, Odin is seen more as a masculine type of, like when you see, like, those moments in any show where you see like a bunch of guys like at a food cart, they're usually chowing on Odin. But if other times,
including our man, our beefcake,
Akira Data, yeah. But a lot of times, if you see like a group of women, which rarely does that happen, it's ramen, I guess. I'm like, I've had Odin, I've had ramen. Not the same. Not
I'm
the
more of
same.
an udon guy. Just saying.
That's like saying that pozole and menudo are both the same fucking thing.
They're not.
They're not.
They have some similar ingredients, but it's not that wide of an overlap when you look at the big recipe.
Yeah, they're not. So no. That's like saying all soup is the same. It's
No,
it's not. What kind of soup? Are we talking about like a watery soup? Are we like a little bit of a thicker, like a
creamy,
stew or a creamy? Are we talking about like your stews or your chowders?
Yeah, is the broth made from vegetables? Is it made from bone? Is it made from protein? Like what? Like there's so many questions to ask about it.
Is there cream in this? I mean, what exactly?
Oh yeah, sometimes people actually add heavy cream to a broth.
Yeah. So don't even say that all soups are the same. They are not. Although soup is very dangerous. Not only can it be hot, but it's surprisingly sneaky when it comes to being very filling.
Yeah.
Like, wait, you only had a bowl, and it's like, yeah, I think I'm gonna go lay down. You had too much, huh? How many bowls did you have? I thought I just had the one. No, man, you can't.
No, portion control. You think you're only using a little bit of ingredients, but you need a lot.
People think that soup is like, oh, it's so simple. It's like, bro, you can get lost in a bowl of soup. Okay, you can get.
People don't even know what it mean. What that idiom even means.
Yeah, like no joke. If you have like your favorite soup and I try to take it away from you, you're gonna fucking bite me. You're gonna like do everything you can for me not to take it away from you. So anyway, that is our soup talk. Don't mess with.
We always have a random chat about one thing, and today it's soup.
Yeah, because soup is so good.
Yeah, soup. So, I really hate that I'm a Nekojita just like Takumi because I do like me some soup. But again, cat's tongue, it's like it's tough. And I'm not gonna settle for vichyssoise, so
yeah, the vichyssoise and the borscht and the gazpacho, unless it's a hot.
Oh yeah, day. You can eat borscht cold. Yeah, you'd be surprised, but despite my ethnicity, I don't actually like borscht, red or green.
Borscht can be rather interesting. Yeah. But yeah, we do have a fatty fatty.
Again, gordita bonita.
She's a torta, people. She is a torta.
And not your ex-girlfriend Lupe.
Nope. She is actually here to get some ramen, which, when the cravings are there, I can't stop you. I mean, I would love a bowl. Surprisingly, I did have an experience with a food cart back in Japan. Obe-san, who ran it. I actually like just sometimes coming home late and he would be there like right by my Airbnb and I would just sit down and I got to chat with the man because he also didn't know English. So I get the vibes. I get the feeling. I do. Mm-hmm. Except I don't know. It depends. How do you order one or two bowls? Me personally, if I'm hungry, I just go with extra noodles on the side.
Mm-hmm. Oh, me? Like I go easy on the noodles, but go up on the meat and vegetables.
I mean, it depends on how I feel, but yeah, we do have our little chubby girl, kind of like sneaky.
She's sneaking around. Like she's trying to get the last slice of cake from a fridge at 2 a.m. and doesn't want her spouse to know about it.
Well, I'm like, is there a spouse, or is she just again like like many
I'm
people?
just making the comparison.
It's like, yeah, I'm gonna go for a run, or I'm gonna go for a walk, and they go get a pastrami sandwich.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like,
Yeah.
cool, great. If I see you, then I'm taking that pastrami sandwich. Uh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, let's hope your name isn't Juicy Sommeliers, but it is what it
So
is.
yeah, our little fluff here. I don't remember her name though.
Yeah, no, I forgot her name too. Did they even really mention her name? But I do know that her favorite animal is the walrus.
No, it's not the walrus. That's what she's being compared to? Which I'm
No,
like,
but she does say, "Hey, the bigger the walrus, the more appeal it has."
yeah, male walruses.
Yeah, that's the detail they refuse to tell you.
Yeah, it's males, not females. Females only stick to be like a simple size. It's the males that have to bulk up and be, literal, like again, like walruses, like armored sumo wrestlers.
Oh yeah,
You know?
no, they basically wrestle each other for dominance, and only the alpha gets the females. The whole orgy of females, in fact.
Yeah, go watch a nature documentary if you
Yeah, or that one episode of Futurama.
yeah. That'll pretty much sum it all up right there.
Yeah, I think Bender was the alpha walrus.
It was Bender. It was totally Bender.
Yeah.
So yeah, our little fluff ball is like going around and just ordering 2 bowls of tonkatsu ramen and just
That
eating
is
it.
my favorite ramen.
Hey, you can't knock on the tonkatsu.
Yeah.
So yeah. Apparently she's a frequent customer to this little
So that the guy knows her by name, by trade, and everything else under the sun.
He just it's like when you're a regular when you walk into somewhere and they already know your order right off the bat.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah.
No.
We do get a interaction with another mysterious woman who is simply named Junko in this episode. That yeah, so the soup is that good, isn't it? Yeah, it turns out that our little fluff here is an idol performer.
Oh, what are the odds? We were just talking about idol performers.
Yeah, Japan never stops with its idol at all. And they do vary. It's the same as maid cafes or any type of those experiences. There's the buff mommy one. There are your traditional ones, and there's also the plus size ones.
Yeah, like there's like in a lot of girl trios, there's always the Duff, the designated fat friend.
Yeah, I know, and again, it's not so much, but I'm like, and I know some people have said no, that's not. Babies, take a good look, especially if you're an all girls friend group. Okay, take a good look. Take a photo, all 5 of you, all whatever. Take a good look. Okay, if we see it, we're not being mean. We're telling you. So who's the fat friend? You really want me to tell you? You really want me to tell you? Who's the one that makes everyone else look good? You're not gonna like it. You're not gonna like my answer. Because I've actually had those moments where it's like, so who is it? You really want me to tell you? You really want me to tell you because you're not gonna like it. You're not gonna like it at all. Is it me? No, don't be conceited. It's not you. Why is everything got to be about you?
I remember there was that one video where this guy on one of those chat sites, like Chat Roulette or Omegle, I can't remember which one it was, like really try to gaslight these 2 girls. And it's like he was like talking big about how fat this one girl is, and like the skinnier one is like trying to like close the ears of the chubbier one. And it's like, and the worst part of it is You think I'm talking about your friend?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Basically, he was calling the skinnier one fat. But you assumed I was talking about your friend, which means you think that she's fat.
I know, right? I'm like, if I gotta tell you, you don't like it. You're not gonna like it. Like, that is the thing. And again, there's nothing wrong with that. In fact, every preferences are a thing. All right, we all have them. Seriously. But enough of that, because we don't want to get flagged by some women's group or by even red pill motherfuckers, because fuck all of them.
Yeah, Andrew Tate's not welcome here. He hasn't been welcome since 2017 minimum. No, actually, no, the latest. Because I know what he said about Dragon Ball Z. Keanu and Keanu Reeves and Samuel L. Jackson won't take too kindly to what he's tweeted out about Dragon Ball Z.
I am trying to see here. Yeah, so Junko is Junko. There are two names that I'm seeing here that I don't know if this relates to our little fluff. It's Sue and Senna.
Oh, geez. Don't tell me it's another Marakara, Toko Choco Loco Yoko.
I want to say it's Senna. I want to say that this girl's name is Senna, but I don't know. We do watch the episodes, but I have it playing in the background, so I'm trying to pick up on a name here. But yeah, we do get this whole thing about how they're an idol group, but again, you are the bigger one in our group. And what have the people been calling you lately? The Sea Lioness.
Mm-hmm.
Again, female sea lions, females of any of these species, they are usually smaller than the males.
Mm-hmm.
So keep that in mind. They can be like little round sausages if they want to be, but that's just to keep themselves warm. That's like, they constrict themselves. But yeah, apparently people have been calling her a sea lion, a porpoise, if you will. And her friend or her dance partner, Junko, is not too happy about that.
With friends like these, who needs kaijin? Am I right?
Yeah, the thing is that I'm like, yeah, look, we get it. I understand. Body image and whatnot, especially in today's modern entertainment industry, is a big thing. No big person is ever going to be put on Maxim magazine or the cover of some of any publication, which I dare say, fuck you. There have been plenty of plus size people that have made more bank and more money than any of these little idol groups,
Yeah, I mean, you should see some Playboy models from the 60s.
Oh, don't even get me started on vintage Playboys, but either or. I get it. I do. I understand. I get where Junko's coming from, because not only are people talking about her friend, but they're also talking about the group and how it's embarrassing having such a portly person who is dancing behind them make it seem like they're dancing in front of them. We haven't heard that joke before. Like, oh yeah, they're so big that they're both behind and in front.
I've heard better ones.
Yeah, I know. Which I'm like, Junko, life is not all about celery and lettuce, darling.
Nope.
And in all honesty, most nutritionists and doctors have said if that's all you're eating, like calorie counting and whatnot, and not any type of protein or anything of the sort, or even essential fats, you're killing yourself slowly but surely.
Yeah.
We're not turtles, people. No, we're not. The confrontation gets a little bit more heavy because, like, you're a whale, we're idols, we're almost 30 for crying out loud. That has nothing to do with it. That has nothing to do with it. Age is but a number. And look at how most people now, I'm like, yeah, so-and-so is like way past 30 and she looks like she's 20-something years old and still rocking it.
Yeah, it's amazing. Like, and I brought this up before. I brought this up before. Cheryl Cooper. She's like almost 70 years old, but she still looks so amazing even now. She's still doing ballet. Like, goddamn.
Yeah. So we get a confrontation with choose. It's the idol life or your ramen. I choose idol life. Oh, that's so wonderful to hear. And just slurpy, slurp. Just slurping them nudes. And she's like, but the soup is so good. I'm like, yeah. Yeah. It's so good that you got punched square in the jaw.
Yeah.
Was it worth it? Despite realizing what happened as you were eating because your friend stormed off, but you were like, no, I have to finish my food first. Yeah, good girl.
Good girl.
Yeah, you don't let food go to waste.
Yeah, no, they're starving kids in Africa.
Yeah.
And I would know this because Roy recently was part of a food drive that was going to send food to Africa.
So
specifically Kenya.
That little time frame that she was slurping down her nudes, Junko actually went back to their studio, to the office. It was enough time that such horrible acts happened, but our little fluff girl did not witness. And thank God she did not. Because she walks into a massacre. It's almost like a set of Resident Evil almost. She just sees everyone, Junko, the manager, the producers, everybody is laid out on the floor, completely just dying, blood gushing from themselves, and puncture wounds on their necks. What happened? Well, a certain Batman showed up, I think.
No. A certain a certain Batman shows up because they have like bite marks on their necks. But then as she tries to make a run for it, she sees a bunch of mobsters antagonizing a certain silver-haired gentleman.
Well, again, our little fluff girl had to run out of the office because instead of zombies, we got shocker combatants.
Yeah. Zombies, yeah.
Yeah, technically it could be zombies, but it's like, yeah, baby, don't wait for the elevator. Just fucking go down the damn stairs. But yeah, so as was stated, she runs and she actually does bump into the former Yakuza bosses that had sent our spider to go kill Tiger Master. But here's the thing, though. So our little fluff girl apparently saw the Spider-Man and she recognizes him or his face. So wait, did you know him? Was he someone that you once knew previously, or did the Spider-Man just kill him and take his skin and wearing it like a meat suit?
Ugh. I prefer the term meat toboggan.
We don't know. We don't know yet. All we know is that our little fluff girl decides to use Screech.
And somehow it is super effective.
Well, it's enough to get people's attention. Because I'm like, yeah, shit was about to go down, but she got people's attention and calling the cops and everything. So yeah, you can't really kill anybody or do any harm to anyone here. So yeah, let's go. But sadly, she gets trampled over because, well,
because joke character be used as a joke.
yeah, that seems to be the thing in Japan that they still
You know,
do.
she's always been someone else's doormat figuratively. It only makes sense she becomes one literally sooner or later. Very unfortunate.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. Obviously, Japan still kind of does those things when it comes to again, if you are a large in America, just a large, that is actually like a rather unbelievable measurement in Japan. A large American, yeah, that's unthought of. It's unheard of. And if you're an extra large, forget it. You're not going to find anything on your size.
Yeah, it wasn't until recently that Bandai Premium started selling stuff in American sizes.
Yeah, guys, you do realize that your overseas market is not the same as in Asia. So get with the times and the measurements, okay? Seriously.
I mean, if anything, America's the one that needs to change because at least because European sizes and Japanese sizes are almost congruent to each other, but America, it's like,
well, again, that's up for people to go into that. Yeah. Our Spider-Man decides to save our little fluff ball. And I guess this is where the beginning of that question was. I want to learn more about humans will come into play because the spider doesn't kill her, doesn't do anything. He actually, quote unquote, saves her. As for why, I guess he'll probably just see her as a pet or something.
Yeah.
Because he wants to learn more about humans and what they're about. Yeah, because next week it's another episode of the Spider and the Fluff. So I thought this show was about Tojima.
Yeah, you thought.
I thought, but I was wrong. So
this episode's a 9 for me.
Yeah, this wraps up. I want to learn more about humans. For Tojima wants to be a Kamen Rider. This honestly was a breath of fresh air because I couldn't imagine having another Ichiro focused episode. The fact that the spider is now what's up with him? What is he actually thinking? What is he actually trying to do? And even the whole thing with the idol groups, obviously, because the past we had the Yakuza bosses deal with idol groups.
Yeah,
and even
I think they're all tying together.
Yeah, it's all coming together as it's okay, so what's going on? What's happening? What is the gist? Yeah, no, this episode is a breath of fresh air, honestly. Futaba now is in the know-how, so who knows if she's gonna team up with the group. As for what is going to happen for our sweet little fluff ball, we don't know. Hopefully nothing bad.
Yeah.
But yeah, she might or may not return to the idol group because she did see that. So we'll see. We'll see. Ooh. So what do the people have to say?
Well, oddly enough, not much, but that's not the worst thing in the world. If I would become a kaiji, I would choose what kind I was. I don't want to be a cockroach or a dung beetle boy. I probably would not want to be that either.
Yeah. Seriously, who chooses these things?
Yeah. And, maybe some of them worked better than others. Why not try those ones again? Or maybe make several of that particular kind. I mean, I feel like the only episode where like we had multiples of the same kaijin in the same episode was the seahorse one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. Futaba is the best of 3 siblings.
Yeah, Futaba is obviously like up there. She's up there. Mitsuba, of course, is a main character, so we have to. Again, we've already said enough about each hero as much as we can. It just kind of like, so what did you think happened with your grandparents and whatnot?
Well, according to her, in the previous episode, the grandparents were killed by robbers, which doesn't explain the dead robbers in their house.
Yeah, like you're telling me that it was robbers. Okay.
The robbers that died right on their property.
Okay.
How did the robbers die then?
And again, the claw marks and the puncture wounds and all that stuff, that was robbers too? Okay.
Yeah.
So I mean, yeah. I mean, the fact that she has to like literally like stomach the fact that her idiot older brother was right. I'm like, yeah, no, that's a bit of a hard pill to swallow too. I get it.
Yeah, especially that it's the idiot brother.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty much it. If you guys enjoyed, please be sure to comment, like, and subscribe to us on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Ding the bell icon to stay notified for our latest videos. We discussed many things, including Tojima Tanzaburo wants to be a Kamen Rider. Number 1 Sentai Gojuju, Ultraman Omega. We only have 1 episode left of that series. And Kamen Rider Blade and Kamen Rider Zets. Yeah, we only have 1 more episode of Omega and 1 more episode of Blade's first arc.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I'm excited to see no more of. But yeah, also check out our sister channel, The Buttery Show, where we discuss movies, TV shows, vlogs, interviews, and if you want to say hi to us in person, we will be at official capacity participating in Pasadena. Hold on. Let me just take this down real quick. Okay. Pasadena Comic-Con on January 25th at the Pasadena Convention Center. Robo Toy Fest on May 31st at the Burbank Marriott Convention Center. And Power Morphicon on August 28th through the 30th at the Pasadena Convention Center. Man, Pasadena Comic-Con, a lot of great... A lot of awesome people are showing up in this one. We got Sean Kanan from Karate Kid 3 making a comeback, as well as Sarah Joy Brown, whom we've met at Robo Toy Fest last year. We got the cast of American Gladiators. We got some cartoon voice actors. A lot of artists, cosplayers. You got to check it out. You know, it's going to be a fun event. And yeah, we can't wait to see you guys in there. We're both on Instagram. Definitely check out our personal content, Boken_Kabuto and the Sin Prince. And yeah, that's pretty much it. We hope you guys have a great rest of your week. We'll see you next time. Goodbye.
Good night, guys.